access points are covered, and most of the barricades are finished.
Almost isn't good enough. Secure the perimeter now, and make damn sure it's locked tight.
God damn it, she's hunting us! Now pay! Over!
All right, this is Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I have always liked the Tomb Raider reboots. I played the original on the PC, and then I played Rise of the Tomb Raider on PC, and I really like them both. I think they're great modern action adventure games. And when Shadow of the Tomb Raider came out, I was a little less excited. And I think part of it is because it just felt like a little bit of a tech demo for Nvidia's ray tracing. And it seemed like they just made the game to give out. Like, wasn't this game free when you bought an RTX card, when the RTX cards launched? And I don't know, that just gave me the impression that like it wasn't going to be as good of a game. And I don't think it is, but it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. You know, you start off and there's this like famous scene where you're going through the like Day of the Dead festival. And of course with ray tracing and the shadows, that was a scene that a lot of people liked to show off. But that's really just the beginning of the game, and quickly move into the jungle where most of this game takes place. So like more similar to the first one, I guess. The second one was all in a winter. You were in like Siberia or something, if I recall. And there's like, you know, ex-Soviet era bunkers and stuff like that. I really liked Rise of the Tomb Raider. And yeah, this one, the main, you're in like Peru, I think, for most of this one. And it's definitely heavy on the jungle atmosphere, which I was like not really too excited about until I saw it. And you know, once I started playing it in the jungle, it just felt like I've never seen such thick foliage in a game before. I mean, it was a bit of a crisis moment there.
I'll keep this for later.
You know, there was a lot of foliage I remember in like parts of Uncharted 4 on PS4, but this is almost like on another level. And yeah, it looks great. They really nailed the look of the jungle. So yeah, I mean, other than that, there's not a lot to say because it's it plays just like the other two. The upgrading system is basically the same. It's very similar, where you set up like a campfire, and whenever you're at the campfire, you can like craft new weapons or use the skill points to give yourself new abilities. So yeah, I mean, it's a Tomb Raider game. It's gonna play just like the other two. It's got some of that wall grappling and, you know, figuring out the puzzles in the tombs, and it's got the same like third person shooting. And I've always liked these kind of games, so needless to say, I'm liking this one. Again, it's maybe not going to be as good as the second one. My opinion of it when I'm done, it may not, you know, it may not hold up there with the second one. The second one I've actually been wanting to replay again lately. And maybe this one I won't want to replay it when I'm done. But that's not to say it's bad. The game also has apparently pretty good HDR support. I'm not even bothering with HDR because the truth is most monitors don't do very good HDR. And unless you've got a really high-end gaming monitor, it's probably not worth it. If you've got like an OLED TV, then that's a whole different story. But most monitors honestly don't do HDR very well. So yeah, I haven't even bothered with that. I think the game looks great as is. if it looks even better, if you've got an RTX card and a OLED TV, it probably looks amazing. Again, the jungle looks very good, and yeah, it runs good too. I'm running it again on a AMD Radeon RX 5600 XT. I've said it before, it's only a 6GB GPU. It's a mid-range GPU at best, and I'm playing this at 1440p on high settings and getting 70 frames per second average. I'm playing it with the VSync off on a FreeSync monitor, so keep that in mind. It's always a little bit harder for your game to capture when you're trying to record a game and it's trying to record it at a consistent 60 FPS, and yet you're playing a game without VSync on, and you're playing it at a variable refresh rate. So the game could be running anywhere from, I'm just gonna make up a range, but the game could be running, 45 frames per second to 90 frames per second and going up and down, and meanwhile your poor recording software is trying to record at a consistent 60 frames per second. So I'm not sure how that pans out, if that makes the recordings look jerkier. Obviously, when you're playing it on a FreeSync monitor with variable refresh rate, when the game rate frame rate goes up above 60 a little bit, or it drops below 60, it remains smooth looking to you while you're looking at it on that monitor, but it's not going to look like that if you record it as a video and show it to somebody else. So FreeSync is awesome, variable refresh rate is awesome, but it doesn't translate into video. Anyways, that is Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good game, and I'm glad I bought it 2 days before it went on the Epic Game Store for free. Yeah, so I bought the game on Steam. It was on sale for like $10, and I was like, all right, I've been, I like the Tomb Raider reboots, and I've always kind of been waiting for this one to go cheap enough, and so finally it goes on sale for $10, and I buy it, and then, yeah, like 3 or 4 days later, I see that it's free on Epic Game Store. Oh, well, I like having all my games on Steam anyways, and it was only $10. I'll just tell myself that. It was worth it. It's a good game. See you guys later.
Shit!
Gucci.